Motherfucker, eat shit.
Much. You have no idea what's out east. Even the people trying to bring the law back are dangerous.
This is our land. These are our roads.
And they're gonna have to go through Vegas. We both know who rules Vegas, John.
Hi, everybody.
I've never seen anyone cut off a human head and catch it as good as that.
I'm gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
This is gonna be fun.
What's going on? What's going on? We are back and we are live. Welcome back to Low Key Cave. We're doing a new TV show review and we're doing Twisted Metal season 1. Came out on Peacock recently. Shout out to everybody that's coming through. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Nadia?
What up?
Trying to get myself together. I'm a little tired, but I'm good. Oh, I got my band up in here. What's going on, Bigger?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Long week. Getting everything together for school and stuff. So,
I feel you.
getting off work and getting straight to that, and then that's it. Every day this week. It's been like that every day this week. You didn't even I didn't know you had checked out Twisted Metal, bro, as far as on Peacock.
Yeah, I watched it. You didn't see my tweets? Because at first I was like, this show is garbage, like, to be honest with you. But it grew on me.
Are you familiar with the original video game?
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
Man, you talking about nostalgia growing up on this. Yes. Outside of, I think, Need for Speed, this was definitely the game as far as just car games. And I had one of those siblings where they didn't want to fight. They just wanted to ride around a little bit. So we would ride around a little bit.
Oh, no, we were fighting. It was competitive, man, because, the PlayStation came out, had 4 joysticks, right? So all 4 of us would just sit there, man, and play that game for hours.
Man, I had these probably all the way up to Twisted Metal 4 on the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
I never played the ones on the other consoles like PS2 or PS3. And if I'm not mistaken, the Sweet Tooth they basing this off definitely got to be the one off the remake. Because the original Sweet Tooth, he was not this big in the original games as far as the PlayStation, the first PlayStation system. But with all that being said, I'm not gonna front. I was not too familiar with a lot of these characters that they showed outside of Sweet Tooth. I kind of remember Twister a little bit as far as the female character that drove the race car, the hearse. That got me a little confused because I remember that driver, but I don't remember the characters driving. But the way they have things kind of set up, then you understand why people with certain cars that you think shouldn't be. Right. And I didn't mind it. It was a lot of good character development, I feel like, with this TV show. What's going on, Tony? Nadia, I know you are not familiar with this at all as far as the video game or the material. How did you feel before we get into this?
My little brother used to play this, but I didn't.
The original gray PlayStation? Oh, hey. This was kind of this first era of Fortnite as far as with cars, as far as a battle royale game. We just didn't have live at the time. It just had to be somebody in the room, which had to be face to face. But yeah, man, we are introduced to a character played by Anthony Mackie called John Doe. He has no memory of when he was born. He's pretty much dealing with amnesia. And we are dropped into this pretty much apocalyptic world, pretty much developed in chaos. All the people who are bad or criminals are on the outside fighting for guns, cars, and anything they can get their hands on outside of just surviving.
Period.
Exactly. And he's not really a particular character that seems like he's a bad guy necessarily. He's just out there. And he's a milkman who pretty much makes deliveries to these different or rebuilding cities that's trying to rebuild their, I ain't going to necessarily say government, but society, basically.
It didn't seem like they was trying to build anything. They was just containing.
What the hell do Nadia
No.
get? I don't even know what she got. If it's some ice cream, I'm good.
Nice and smoothie.
Well, no dairy products. But yes,
Ain't no dairy in this. Almond milk.
oh, okay, so you good. Yeah, you good. One of the people that I was definitely looking forward to seeing that I think everybody probably will recognize is Sweet Tooth. I was definitely
Yeah.
looking forward to see his appearance and to see how they're going to try to make this live version work. The fact
Man,
that
how big is his hand?
hey, this is a wrestler,
That shit.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe. Hmm.
God, his hand. That's a get slapped with that. Man.
Hey, yeah, outside of Pennywise, this ain't Pennywise, y'all. We definitely dealing with a very silly individual. I mean, don't give or take, he a murdering ass nigga, but still, I don't find him quite intimidating outside of the original source material, where this nigga is
It's
super dark as far as Sweet Tooth.
it's just his
Super dark.
size, but like I mean, the way he was wielding that machete, shit, I would be scared.
I mean, nigga,
I
you
don't
start
like.
playing the theme song, we good.
I
You know
don't
what I
like
mean?
how they
Like,
put. I don't like how they put Anthony Mackie in that position and was playing the thong song.
Yeah,
Like,
neither
come
did
on,
I.
we already did seen what happened to him
but
on
see,
Black Mirror. You don't know what happened to him on Black Mirror though.
Oh yeah, I seen that episode. Yeah, I know what happened to him.
y'all indicating some lockdown type shit now. Now, I don't know anybody ever seen lockdown, but that's what y'all sounded like y'all hitting toward.
No,
Please.
it's not
Oh,
it's not like lockdown, but it is some men
oh, we
on
Yeah,
talking about
men
yeah.
combat
okay. Oh, we might be talking about Brokeback Mountain. I thought y'all was going to eyes. So we
Oh no,
talking
yeah.
okay.
It's
No, not
yeah,
I. You're right with Brokeback Mountain. It's more like some
yeah.
Brokeback Mountain shit.
Facts.
But shout out Anthony Mackie too in his performance, man, because outside of dealing with him and Sam Wilson, Falcon, or Papa Dot, bro is actually kind of funny. He got some
Tupac.
comedic chops. Everything don't land as far as the jokes, but I mean, I was with it. I was laughing. That first appearance when he driving that car into that station and that nigga singing that song. What's the shit? It's from the 90s. I forgot how it go, but I
Which one?
forgot this was even produced by So So Def. Ghost Town DJs is the artist, but damn man, it's the song. I think
Yeah,
of
at
you.
night. Yeah, at night.
I was man, he had me rolling, and he sitting in the car singing and shit. I'm like, man, yeah, I'm familiar with that song by the way. But yes, outside of Anthony Mackie being kind of quirky and very over the top, I didn't mind following his character. I enjoyed him because he actually had some I ain't gonna say serious moments, but he had some emotional moments and some moments with heart. As far as him and the other character that we dealing with, Quiet, and she is one of the main ones with a very dark backstory that I thought, damn, the way they able to bring out all of this silliness and all this crazy comedic shit and kind of bring in some serious tone, it was able to work for me as far as bringing it
Yeah,
all together.
I'm
Yeah.
glad that they had the seriousness because if it just would have been just goofy throughout, I would have quit.
Nah, it
I
definitely
almost
wasn't
did
goofy.
quit.
What
I almost.
episode was you on when you like, okay, I'm good, I'm with this?
I think I got to like the second episode, and I was just like, "Oh no, I don't think I could take any more of this." The thong song part that was like, it almost stopped it for me. I was like, but you know what? Let me finish it because I started it.
It
But
definitely
yeah,
worked for the world because once again, I remember the Sweet Tooth. That once again is a very very dark. The source material as far as when he is on the video game.
I don't blame myself. They were my first murders. Oh, boys and girls. She didn't make it easy. But she was a fighter. She actually hurt me. That's how she managed to escape.
Yeah,
Wow.
Damn.
yeah. My bro was out here murdering kids. He was definitely on his Pennywise shit as far as the game go.
So like that was his thing, was murdering children?
I think they kind of switched it up once they got to other systems. I think this might even been the reboot
The
version of
fir-
him.
yeah, I don't remember that from the original.
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying. And he definitely wasn't. He wasn't that big. He was in a clown suit on the original, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh god.
But yeah, man. This time around, this week too, he just want people to come watch his show, and he
Yeah.
just want to build a friendship, pretty much. uh, as far as real villains, Agent Stone, man, I enjoyed this nigga. If
Yo,
anybody you're afraid of, I was afraid of him.
his backstory though,
Oh man,
it's kind of funny. And what I mean, like, kind of funny is like, dude, he just got mad because, like, basically he was being bullied or really ridiculed by people, and I'm just like, and I hate to laugh because I know that's like the reality for some people, and that's like what pushes people over the edge. But it's like, dude, what you were being laughed at for wasn't even like that serious for him to go off the deep end like that.
I
Yeah.
But I
mean,
mean, I guess he didn't have no support. No, but like,
he got
okay, so
robbed in the midst of the apocalypse, and it's like,
who don't
no,
get like no? That's to me like everything that he like. What pushed him off the deep end was just like, to me it was just like it's just teasing and bullying. And but on a serious tip, a lot of people join the force because of that, and then they use their excessive force because they feel like they're the law. Like I
Mhm.
mean, like everything they were saying is basically like why some people really join, to be an officer, and it's just like,
it's like having that certain power that you feel like you didn't have when you was in
yeah,
that certain position back in the day or in the past or whatever. To me though, I get that, but at the same time, they pulled shotguns on this nigga after he got robbed, and it's like, yeah, I think it's time to go demon. I mean, all right,
I
like, yeah, John
mean,
Wick, nigga.
granted, okay, granted to me, this just shows like how quickly society break down without do people really have morals? Because like, okay, to me, I feel like because I always think about what time period this was. So to me, this was like early 2000s, right? Or like mid 2000s. What year was this supposed to be set in? Because this was not set in like 2023 type of shit.
I
You
would
know
say
what I
probably
mean?
mid 2000s. I think they was trying to range between the games when they came out.
Yeah,
But they
that's what
try
I'm
to throw little
thinking.
Easter eggs in there.
Um, well, yeah, because like that one place they were at that kind of looked like Chuck E.
Back
Cheese.
Sony.
Mm.
He wanted that little extra respect once the world went into
I
chaos and he was able to.
I get it, but it's just like, bruh, like you
And he pretty much
you
had
went
people
off the
working for
deep
him.
end over some shit that you can't control how people see you, but like it would, to me it was just like that's to me it reminded me of like school shooter type of shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like you mad, like you that mad over what? I don't know. That's the vibe I was getting from it, but like I
I
don't
get what you're
know.
saying, but I mean, the nigga was robbed by people that he knew, his neighbors. He's
I
like,
mean,
man,
but also they mm,
See, no one took him serious. You know what I mean?
exactly,
It's like
no,
you're just a
exactly.
security guard, so no one took him serious.
You a security guard. Play
and
your
he's
role,
not an
sir.
officer; he's an agent.
Play your role then, or become an
Facts,
officer. Like,
facts,
chill
He's an
the
agent.
fuck
He's not an officer;
facts,
he's an agent.
facts.
out. Like, grow the fuck up. I don't know. That just seemed very childish and like. I mean, obviously, to me, I don't know. Like, I just be checking people mental illness, and to me, like that just seems like to go off like that's what sent you over the deep end. Nah, it's more to it than that. Especially like with Sweet Tooth too. Like, dude, the dog.
Oh yeah, well, we get his kind of
like,
real
dude.
backstory. I mean, he pretty much grew up in a mental asylum, but we get.
Yeah. I mean, granted, that's where the fuck he needed to be, but Cause
And the fact
he
he said
ain't
he went
there
from
neither.
a now to the main, like he was like, I moved over here and this is what I love this place.
No, because he did not need to be let out because that's how it all starts. You remember those shows where they would be like, I'm scared of my child, they're beating their siblings, they've killed small animals. Nigga, that is psychopathic behavior.
I mean, he's Michael
To
Myers. That's
just
all. And I'm not talking about the Rob
exactly.
Zombie version either. Yeah.
But
Agent
yeah, they
Stone
had
is
the most
kind of about.
tragic. Oh my god,
Oh
their
yeah.
backstory was just so tragic. And like I was wondering what they was talking about when they saw her hand and they was like, "Oh, you from the OC?" And it's like, what the fuck they doing in the
And
OC?
they kept mentioning the OC. And the only thing I could think
Yeah,
of was Orange County, like that's the place where
county.
Ella White.
Yeah.
Yeah, like. But then when
And
we
then
find out,
when they got there, oh yeah, this is Orange County. What the fuck? That was just sadistic and wrong. And this also reminds me of a there's an anime that has something like this where it's like a shortage of men and all the men end up being like sex workers, but like there's levels to being a sex worker. Don't
I'm good on it.
them animes be wild. It's really good though. I need to keep watching it. I don't have time to be dedicating to them with
But
their
our introduction
multiple.
to Agent Stone is basically how we end up getting introduced to Quiet and her brother. He's pretty much the new law now, and he's one of the people that's trying to enforce this new age as far as the era of law, bringing it into the apocalypse, dealing with the criminals on the outside, as he would call it. But the way that he pretty much puts the rules out as far as Quiet and her brother, he pretty much want one of them to kill each other. And the other one is live. Outside of him putting a burn mark on one of their arms to leave his signature to let them know when they come across anybody else, they came across Agent Stone. So I ain't mind it at all. Pat,
He was. He was. Oh god. When the dog walked out.
Yeah, you gotta check this out, little boy. It ain't nothing but like 30-minute episodes, and they didn't even feel like they was able to stuff a lot of stuff in each episode.
Yeah, because I've been watching this in one day, and it didn't feel like it took forever.
Oh yeah, yep. And that fact that they was able to do the backstories with the main stories within 30 or 35 minutes, able to work like Marvel, Disney Plus shows. Y'all can learn something from this.
Yeah, for real. For real.
But side characters, man. Outside of our main people, how did y'all feel about Mike and his homeboy? I forgot the other.
Mike and Stu.
Yeah, Mike and Stu. Because these niggas pretty much are being sauteed when we introduce them. Like they getting seasoned by lemon pepper, and I mean they making this shit very much a dark joke. And I was like, wait a minute, man. They got foot, body parts everywhere.
Talking about so why you soak them both in teriyaki? I'm like, oh god, that's the worst. Like teriyaki, I hate teriyaki. I'm just like, it's always sneezing. And I'm like, it's always some motherfucking cannibals. I'm like, why are people so willing to eat other people? That's some psychology you will never get me to understand. Eating people and raping people. I'm trying to tell you, I don't understand those two, and you can never get me to understand it.
Me neither.
At all.
Hey, the apocalypse. You out there in the deep.
No, because somebody even tried to justify sleeping with children. And this was just a hypothetical thing. This is not what they believe in. Listen, let me explain. So they were saying in apocalyptic situations, the reason why people, especially back in the day, why people used to marry young women is because the life expectancy and shit like that. And plus they had to continue on with the human race. They was like, so if there is an apocalyptic situation and there's a 15-year-old girl, would you continue on the human race? I was like, the fuck no. The fuck no. Fuck the human race at that point.
Sounds Twisted Metal not giving us none of this. Well, I deal with
you. Exactly. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, weird shit. You cannot justify that for me because people always try to justify shit because of the apocalypse. If you hungry, you gonna eat somebody? The fuck no. There's so many plants out here that I can eat. Why the fuck do I need to eat a person?
Facts.
Unless the plants ain't growing right, but I'm still not eating people. Man, you just really need water. and some type of something.
Super fascinating. But yeah,
Water. I'm not eating leaves and shit. Oh no.
Mike and Stu pretty much get involved with Agent Stone once he come in and pretty much save them after they about to pretty much be sauteed and fried and filleted. This is where he pretty much recruit them, and this is how we pretty much get their introduction as far as what's the thing, the initiation, making sure they can handle themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it was like how willing are you to protect and uphold the law? Basically, that's all it was. It was basic, and
Man, look,
the fact that it was just like petty vultures, like just people that
it's
just need supplies.
how far are you willing to go to do what I say? How many people are you
Oh,
willing to kill? Pretty
Mike
much.
was like, my life depends on this. I don't give a fuck. And
I
Stu
don't
got a
give two fucks.
conscience, and I feel both sides of that because it's like if you ain't a killer, you ain't a killer. But then at the same time, it's like, do I need to be a killer to survive in this
Especially after I was
kill
about
or
to
be
get
killed?
alive.
Exactly.
Who? How many?
Mike was,
All right. He was in the middle
Mike,
asking him something. He said, boom. Man,
it's
do
like
what you need to
Mike
do,
was
man.
like, I don't give a fuck about these niggas.
But yeah, I didn't mind these side characters at all. They got they able to do a lot of development with both of these guys throughout everybody that we are introduced to, especially with Sweet Tooth and his story, and Stu and the friendship
The
they
X
developed.
brothers.
And the truck girls, man, this was one of the interesting concepts that I enjoyed and something I found kind of different as far as the way they did the whole setup with the trucks and them not stopping at all and the way they have everything moving or whatever. And shout out to the way they say they supply their fuel because they don't never stop. They use everything, including their own waste. So, all right.
Yeah.
We in apocalypse. Hey,
No,
Tony. Hey.
I feel you because, like, I mean, this is a kill to be killed type of situation. I mean, Stu managed to make it out, but like,
Mm-hmm.
They help us in a Sweet Tooth.
yeah, if it weren't for Sweet Tooth, Stu would have been gone.
And
Yep.
this is where I really started to enjoy Sweet Tooth. Once again, I feel y'all with the thong song thing, and I feel like that was kind of that over the top silliness. I didn't even mind it though because I like the thong song. But
Right.
once we started to get to him going onto the road outside of Las Vegas and pretty much going on his mayhem run, that's where I really started to enjoy him. And shout out to the performance of Samoa Joe, who is not voicing Sweet Tooth. Another person is, I think, Will Arnett. That's the guy's name that's voicing Sweet Tooth, but he was able to capture the movement. So Samoa Joe is the one pulling off the performance for me because he doing all the body movements, even with him moving his neck or whatever, and he not even voicing him. It's like, damn, hey.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's really the relationship between Quiet and John. They are mostly spent getting captured most of the time. Getting caught.
Pretty much.
They are.
All they doing is getting captured. But the fact is, as silly and as goofy as John is, he is reliable. He's resourceful. He can handle himself.
Yep.
His car.
He had to be. He had to be. That was like, when were you born? I don't know. I woke up in the car. What?
Die. What's the
What?
die? Date of birth.
And it's so, you know what? It's so funny. Like, I'm so glad that they played into this whole, these people don't remember, like, John doesn't remember anything. John didn't pass he didn't go to high school. Like, just playing off of that and just making sure they put those little things in there. Like, him not knowing what the date of birth means. Him not knowing his date.
What is it, a pizza? He didn't know what a pizza was?
Yeah,
Pizza
you know
was.
what pizza
Mhm.
was.
So, yeah.
But yeah, just keeping up with that because like that's some easy shit where you can start picking at the script and plot holes and shit. But they really kept up with that.
And shout out to keeping old girl quiet for the first, I think, 3 episodes and her finally.
Oh man, I
thought
she was gonna stay
episodes.
quiet. Yeah, I thought she was gonna stay quiet the whole time. Not that
Yeah, we
I'm
still
mad
don't know
she
her name,
started
do we?
talking. No, we don't. She never said her name.
Nope.
Held the quiet. But yeah, man. Following these two, I didn't mind that at all, man. I love the development between their relationship, and really getting her backstory is what made me start to enjoy her, because she was annoying a little bit. She started to get on my nerve. But once we get to the backstory, as far as the OC and the fact that they're using people's body parts for jewelry in the apocalyptic world, like, what the?
And it wasn't even
Man.
for like, it's not even practical things. It was like, you ain't listen, so I'm cutting off a finger. Wait, a finger? Wait. I
Y'all don't like this
don't
new
like how
charm?
you looked at me.
Y'all don't
I'm
like this
taking
new
your
finger
ears.
charm? Like,
Like, that was just wild. And then the fact that they were just acting like there's an active shooter. Oh, again. Wait, who's shooting?
very nonchalant about everything. They pretty
It
much
was-
was like using them as dogs. They was their pets. And they worse than pets, actually. Because like I said, they
This
just cut off something if they didn't like it. And this was Quiet's backstory.
bruh, this is
Mhm.
like the help.
Oh,
But
no.
worse.
Yeah, I'm about to say worse. I mean, they
Worse.
cutting
Like,
off
that
limbs.
was just like, damn, they cutting off limbs. Just, man. And then, like, the fact that this is the shit that I be talking about when they be talking about their, what do they call it that they been talking about implementing? Universal. It's like a universal income given to you by the government. So everybody gets a set amount, but like they provide you housing and a job and shit like that. But then it's like you can't say anything, you can't go against them, you can't control. That's basically like indentured service. Like you know what I mean? Like
Sound
I
like
was just
Nev
like
Campbell's character. Shout out to
bruh,
Nev Campbell, too. As far as Sidney Prescott coming on the scene, playing
That's
the
how I'm like,
villain.
is this what she was doing? So she wasn't in screen.
Exactly.
They must have paid her a pretty penny for this.
I enjoyed her performance. Well, not lackluster, but as far as the performance she had, because she's not in too many episodes outside, I think, the first one and the last one.
Mm-hmm.
But she definitely already gave off the vibes as far as this shit ain't right, man. Something is definitely off. But my
Yeah,
girl was like,
Yeah,
everything
for
was-
sure.
Everything was just too happy, and then Jello,
super perfect.
Jello.
One of the things I definitely wanted to talk about was the cars and the action, because that's one of the main things the video game supposed to be based off of as far as the TV show. I think they did a good job with it, especially coming into the introduction of the first episode and even a little bit in the second episode. And I even liked the car battle between Quiet and Agent Stone.
Yeah, that was tight.
What was it? Was it the last episode where they had the big grand finale car battle?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was the last episode.
That was off the chain, because if you're familiar with the game, then there was a lot of Easter eggs thrown in there.
Yeah.
The introduction of Roadkill, I'm familiar with that car and that character. Twister, as far as the girl in the race car, she
Yeah.
came in Twisted Metal too. And I forgot the so of course Sweet Tooth. But even with
Bruh,
Agent
her
Stone-
girlfriend Amber wasn't
Oh.
playing no game. She
Oh,
she
yeah.
took some notes from Love about what the girl.
You talking
about
about
what
old girl,
the girl in
the
the
truck
garden.
driver, or the girl with the
Yeah,
plants? Oh
Yeah.
yes.
she took some notes from
Goddamn
Love.
Poison Ivy. That's what I was calling her ass. Poison Ivy. Like, man.
Bruh, she talking about them holy men. Bruh.
Yes, man. The car action was definitely on point. It was definitely wasn't no death race shit with Tyrese and goddamn Jason. What's his nigga name? I was about to say Jason Tatum. Jason
Momoa?
Statham. Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, because you know him and Tyrese the one in the first death race movie. As far as the whole, that was
Wait.
damn near Twisted Metal
Wait.
itself.
Death Race got sequels?
Yes.
They got multiple
Yeah.
sequels. I ain't
Yeah.
watch them, but I know they got
Me
sequels.
neither. Yeah, I didn't watch him.
If you ever watch
I-
Universal movies, you know you got the trailers and shit, and they always used to show the trailer.
I didn't know they made sequels. I mean,
Yes.
the way
They
they
straight to
left
DVD.
okay. The way they
Yeah.
left it seemed like they was gonna make sequels, but I was like, I don't think this is good enough to make a sequel, but whatever.
Was Tyrese gay in that movie? I ain't got no problem with it, but they always implicated like he.
Man, I don't
I
even
ain't watched
remember
that
that
movie
movie
in
too
years.
much. Yeah.
I remember. The reason I
Okay.
remember because I was like, ain't this a nigga that directed Resident Evil? But yeah, it's something with him. And outside of that, the introduction, well, I guess part introduction of Calypso, because he's one of the main characters as far as the build up of the tournament in the video games.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't mind what they did with him. And I feel like they did something with this show that they could, well, it's a TV show, so they had enough time to do it. But as far as the build up to a tournament, which I feel like they did better than Mortal Kombat did as far as the recent movie we got. As far as the whole
Which
thing
is
about
why we argued that it should have been a series.
especially if y'all
Like-
threw it straight on HBO Max, it definitely should have been a series. And it probably would
Exactly.
have worked a lot better.
I would agree with that. And then you build up to the tournament, and then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
because we
that's
want to see multiple fights. What they gave us, like 3 fights, 2
Yeah,
fights,
yeah,
3.
they weren't even really fights, they were cuts.
They
Like,
Mhm.
oh, let's go to this one. Okay, let's come back to this one. And they weren't good fights
well, cause
at all. They weren't choreographed good at all.
we had the one fight where they was in the outer worlds. They had the one fight. They had the last fight, and then they had the one between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. That was
was
the
straight.
only fights. Those were the only fights that I remember. I feel like it was more fighting, but there were no actual tournament fights. Like
That's it. Nope.
combat.
And it still would have worked if y'all had a good build up though, man, and actually good fights. The fact that we got a movie called John Wick that used practical effects as far as them actually fighting or whatever, and you had a whole big budgeted ass movie like Mortal Kombat and Warner Brothers that couldn't pull that off. I'm just saying.
Listen, the minute they put in Cole Young, they screwed that whole movie up.
Oh, he ain't coming back. We won't be seeing Cole Young. If y'all don't even see, because you know they already had started filming before the strike. Ain't Cole Young ain't in sight. The actor, he ain't nowhere.
Better not be.
They said they listened to the fans this time.
Kill him off screen and
I
don't
hope.
bring him back, because no.
Hey, y'all need to pay attention to Twisted Metal. They're here doing something.
Would you say this is one of the better video game adaptations?
Absolutely.
Even though
Yes.
it's like, did they even have a story to build off of? Because I was shocked at how much world building they did, and I'm like, well, because I never played the game, so I'm like, did they have a backstory to go off of as far as the game?
And that's the fact. That's the thing I really enjoyed too, because they kind of made their own story. They definitely made their own story.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the game is the
Okay.
tournament. That's the whole
Mhm.
game.
Oh, the game.
premise of the
Okay,
game is the
because
tournament.
I never knew what the game was about. I just knew Need for Speed was just a lot of racing, and then this was just like racing but with guns. And I'm just like,
Nah,
what?
this ain't racing.
I-
this is just a
I-
straight
I-
battle royale. You riding around neighborhoods.
Yeah,
shooting
I thought it was
people in
racing
cars.
because that's why I never played it. I suck at driving games. Like,
I love this game. We played outside of
Yep.
Need for Speed. And you talking about getting in fist fights with your brothers and your siblings. Tekken? What? But yes, I enjoyed everybody. I came into this not knowing what we was gonna get. That's another thing I think too, is I had low expectations. Not low expectations. I didn't have no expectations because I didn't know what we was actually getting. In the trailer, I liked the trailer, but it did make it seem very silly and stupid. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. I was like, hell no, this gonna look crazy, man. And then when they showed that clip with Sweet Tooth and Anthony Mackie's character, I think I was like, nah, this ain't gonna be it.
Yeah, me
But-
too.
So what happened? My bad, y'all don't know what just happened right there. You can't hear me clear. We good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know what's up, but yeah, it's definitely the build up with everybody that we get as far as the John Doe and Quiet, and even towards the end once we get to John Doe making this delivery, because the whole premise of the show, which I think we forgot to get into as far as the plot, is John Doe, as far as Anthony Mackie's character, delivering this package from New San Francisco. Well, going to pick up a package from New Chicago and bringing it back to New San Francisco, because the whole thing is they're going to let him in because he's been on the outside with the criminals.
Oh my God, what he had to go through for
Yes.
the package, and the package was freaking ice
Ice
cream,
cream.
bro.
Hey, that made Nev Campbell character even more villainous for me, bro. I was like,
For
oh, you
real.
was petty. You ain't
Yeah,
right, man. You worse than
yeah.
Agent Stone, if you ask me. She worse.
Facts.
Ice cream. And I can't even eat that shit. So you definitely had me hyped.
And then she was mad because it was the wrong flavor.
You know?
If you don't
Honestly,
finish that
though,
ice
I don't
cream,
like Rocky Road neither because it got nuts. I don't like nuts in my ice cream.
I like butter pecan, so yeah, I'm good.
You old, sir, what the hell? That is
No,
like, ask
I'm talking
any
about as a
old.
kid. I
I
definitely
didn't
like
like
butter
it because it
pecan.
had nuts in it. Like, I don't want that shit.
I like
Like,
pecans though.
the flavor, I like pecan pie, but I'm not eating pecan pie and like I'm not eating that shit in my ice cream. Like I will eat
Man,
ice cream and pecan pie, but I don't want nuts inside of my ice cream.
Yeah, I don't like nuts in my ice cream either, to be honest with you.
damn, when you said that, you
I'm
made
not
me
a
think
fan.
about I'm going to get you, sucker. But yeah, bean pie ice cream, bean pie soda. But yeah, now will you help me, my brother? Yeah, no, but
Bruh, I can't stop thinking about first of all, how happy they was to take a shower. You know how I am around Gigi. And then thinking about them being stuck in the pizza place with the ball pit. And I'm
yes,
like,
hey,
did y'all niggas wash?
you gotta do what you gotta
You
do.
know?
Did
And
you
that's why, but
wash?
that's the thing. That's why they stayed under the ball pit, and they was in the ball. So they, yeah, see, it's all okay. Keep it
First of all,
all
and
in
that's a
under.
place I've never thought about that. I'm like a ball pit. Now you got my wheels turning. Like what the
Yeah, that seems actually interesting. Like, can we rent something
it
out? You know, like, I ain't gonna do that to the kids,
does.
man. You can't do that to the
Fuck the
kids
kids.
unless y'all gonna take them balls out and replace them.
For
Like,
real.
Yeah, they supposed to take them out and sanitize them. Bruh.
But she pulled something out of the because I couldn't make out what it was, but she pulled something out of the ball thing and she was like, "Ooh, what was
I
it?"
think it was gum.
Oh, it's gum. Okay, that was funny.
oh,
Man, have you first of all, did you ever play in a ball pit when you were younger?
yes,
No.
yes,
Oh, see,
absolutely.
I did. See, our McDonald's used to have a ball pit, and I found socks, used band-aids,
Oh
you, old French fries, dead bugs. It's so much shit at the bottom of ball pits. You don't want to know.
It's crazy.
That's why they don't have them like that anymore because it's a sanitation issue. Like
Mhm.
you'll be pressed to find a ball pit, except for like at these jump parks, and then even then, I question a lot of sanitary shit. But my kids be diving in there and screaming, they head off having fun, and I'm just like, you get in a shower when we get home.
Facts.
I already knew that was gonna be something with you watching this, especially with Anthony Mackie's character. But
The
when my
whole
girl
night,
got to that, when they got to the milkmate with the milkman's station or whatever, and she able to get into that
yeah,
shower. Yeah, I was like,
hmm
okay, there we go. But she even had a
yeah,
moment though when they got to the movie theater, and she said, "Damn, am I the ass?"
yeah.
I was like,
Cause you
"Whoa,
gotta think
whoa."
about they riding around all day. It just made me think of Last
But
of
she
Us, and they
also
were
had
so
on her
happy to take
that brother
showers.
coat that got shot in it. I'm like,
And
nigga, that
yeah,
smell
and
probably.
she didn't want him to wash it, and you know
Yeah.
it had more than just her brother's brain matter on there.
Yeah.
Well, overall, as far as the world we are thrown into and the whole build up with Calypso pretty much doing this tournament, I'm looking forward to it if they're able to do a season two.
They definitely
Uh,
doing the season two. They left it like that because they
Yeah.
doing the season two, which I'm not mad at.
nah,
But
it
then at
ain't
the
for
same
sure.
time, with the whole writer strike, are we getting a season two?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And if people watching it, because I don't know if people watching it like that, and Peacock might be like, shit, if y'all ain't bringing no attention to this, and we ain't doing that.
I mean, I don't know. I would recommend it to people, especially
Definitely.
if you because it's not like I said. The storyline is good. Yes, it's goofy. There's a lot of goofiness, but like
It's a lot of goofiness. It's over the
it's
top. It is a very over the
it's a
top
lot of
show.
it
Hmm
is a lot of
If
goofiness that's over the top. Yes.
if you like shows, I would say like The Boys. If you like something like a Deadpool, you should enjoy this.
Yeah. 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 I agree. I mean, for me, at first I was kind of goofy because there was one thing, well, a couple things in the first episode. Like when he's driving around, he's like, "Oh, there's a Foot Locker," and then he goes
Yeah.
grabs the shoe,
It was two
right? And
shoes,
then
man. It was
no,
two.
no, no, no,
It had,
no.
if you look closely, go watch it again. It's two rails right there. It was two shoes.
Was it
It
okay?
was.
Because
It
it
was two
looked like it
shoes.
was only one shoe he grabbed to me, but Even still, no Foot Locker leaves out two shoes like that. So
You gotta inject some logic in the shit
a
sometimes.
little bit, a little bit. You know what I mean?
I mean, and where was
And he
he
kept
getting
them
all
joints
his
clean
gas
too.
from? And like, how were they really driving from like California to Chicago? Like, I got a lot of questions. I mean, I guess they did spend some of the time in the convoy of trucks, and
Hmm.
maybe they
And
topped
he
them
was
off with some
resourceful. And
gas
I
and shit.
think when you know
I
he
like
make
he
his
really
deliveries, they
was.
gave him fuel.
Man, his backstory was sad too, as far as like him having
Ah,
to
yeah.
deal with the world as a child, and they was on
Hmm.
the fuck that kid shit type of shit, you know, because they was like, bruh, like when they found him and he was like, it's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. He's all by himself.
Hmm.
They was about to
Hey,
eat
that kind of went to that point you was making too, yeah. Now that I think about
Hmm. They were
him.
like, "Oh, it's what did it say? Food or something like that? We have something
Yeah,
to eat." Yeah, I
they
was
was
like,
finna
"Yeah,
eat him.
nah, like fucked up."
And then I see why he cared about that car so much. Like he said, that's been his house for like 20
Yeah,
some years. How old was we supposed to believe that these peoples were? Or are they supposed to look older than they really are because of the way they're living? Kind of like in The
probably
Last of
because of
Us.
the environment. Well, the being in the apocalypse is like you're gonna probably age a lot
You
quicker.
gonna age. You going
Yes,
because you being in constant survival mode. Like I feel like I don't know if you noticed how like everybody is maintaining a certain essence of youth because we're not working as hard. We don't look like go like if you go back and look at like the age of people when they was in them like 70s and 80s TV shows and you'd be like they look old. Yeah, because they was living a harder life than what we're living.
well,
And
Johnny Quiet kind
meanwhile,
of maintained it.
yeah.
hmm.
He kind of maintained it, especially
we
Quiet.
know why. We know why.
You know, old girl even said, "You keeping that thing firm." Shout out to John's ex. Once again, it's
Oh
a
god.
lot of good character development outside of even John and Quiet, and it's the whole setup with the drivers they are building up for the tournament if they go into
Hmm.
season 2, which I enjoyed because, like I said, I
Hey,
didn't even notice they was doing that or see that coming.
I think that whole map thing gonna come back around. And do you think that Agent Stone is dead?
Nah, no, I don't think he shot himself. That's why I
Do
think they
you
showed it off
think?
camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that Sweet Tooth is dead either. I don't think he
No,
can die from
hell
a
no.
bullet and
Wait,
getting hit by a car.
He
But
had
wait, you
his
guys.
head
what?
set on fire.
Wait, hold on. You guys didn't see the end credit scene?
Oh shit! No.
I
Yeah,
didn't
there's an
either. My
end credit.
bad. What's up?
Yeah, there's
No,
an end credit scene
hold on, damn.
where Stu and the black dude are sitting on a beach and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is the thing." And next thing you know, Sweet Tooth comes up, kills the black dude, and takes Stu off.
Damn,
Damn, Mike.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
did not know it was a. I don't know how I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Damn,
watch. See,
I'm definitely
I
gonna go watch it now just
I
cause.
am
But
too.
yeah, I did not know that.
Hmm.
Did he have his mask on?
Yeah, he had his mask on.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but question about Agent Stone: if he didn't shoot himself, what the fuck is he gonna do? He got a whole axe in his face, so he just gonna.
This I think is a character in one of the games, and I
It
think they
could be.
doing a whole
Yeah.
build. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
build. Yeah, that's what I think they doing.
oh,
Me
okay.
too.
Cause it's a cop that's a real cop that's in the game, and I don't think he was playing that cop at the time, but I think that's who he gonna be,
Hmm.
Okay.
and I think that cop is disfigured in the game. So,
Would make
Hmm.
sense. Yeah, absolutely.
but that's what I'm saying. That the way they, I ain't even gonna say slow paced it, but it's that way they build up the characters, and then they go into the whole thing with the tournament, and even throwing the Easter eggs in there. If you familiar with the characters or even the cars, as far as the video game,
Hmm.
they made that work perfectly, and they were heavy handed on it. They ain't like, oh, look at this. This is from the game. Y'all see this? Even with the,
Right.
I don't know if y'all caught it at the beginning when he driving and they
Beginning
throw the
the
video. Yeah,
game. Hmm.
I was like,
Yeah.
I felt like that was a bit much, but I'm glad that that was like the only
I
one
don't
where
remember
it
them
was
boxes
like
being that big.
blatant.
PlayStation
Boxes.
boxes. Them shits was kind of like square. They wasn't that big. It was like a Sega Saturn box. Y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember Sega Saturn. Nigga, I'm old.
Yeah, I remember Saturn.
Them shits was big, but the PlayStation was just like squares. They wasn't that damn big.
Yeah, the
Uh,
PlayStation were like CD cases.
yeah,
Yeah,
The
that's
basically.
what I thought.
PlayStation one, yeah.
Shout out to them old days where I had a whole case of PlayStation games. Some was scratched up because you know when the PlayStation you first turn it on and you trying to see if it's gonna go to that next what's the name, or is it just gonna turn red or something and say this not working? Well, that was a moment of truth. That shit used to hurt. Like, no,
Facts.
them scratches ain't going nowhere.
Facts.
I guess I'll say what y'all or what kind of predictions would y'all have for season 2?
Ooh. Go ahead, Nadia. You first.
Well, I don't know anything about the game or the characters, but I'm assuming that his sister is one of the characters or something because they brought
Yes.
her. I saw
I'm
that
glad you
Oh,
part.
brought that
yeah.
up. Yes.
That was giving me Avatar vibes. The Kyoshi Warriors. I don't think y'all watched The Last
No.
Airbender.
No.
Hey,
The Last Airbender. But I don't know. That's what it made me think of is a group of people on
and that's another
The
good
Last
thing is
Airbender.
the fact that we're gonna get more with him because we still don't know shit about him as far as John. It's a lot that
No.
he might be connected to as far as this world that he don't even know about.
Yeah,
Facts.
because he did only had it like flashback of memories, and then the fact that his sister older than him, she might remember, and
She's a character from the
is
game too. I gotta remember
yeah
though. But yeah.
is a damn. I was about to call her Quiet Ann. That is not her name. Is Ann gonna get her own car? You know, is she gonna end up in the tournament? Because she's right now she out there driving and basically being Robin Hood, stealing from
I
the
can't remember if he
milkman, but.
showed her on a tournament list. I know he showed a lot of
Um,
people he was putting on there outside of John Doe
according to
with
my
Roadkill.
husband, according to my husband, Calypso is an important character, and I'm like, I don't know
Oh
shit
yeah,
about
he's the
it.
main. Like I say, he's the main guy that's doing the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
He's fun. His introduction in the first game, they do cutscenes. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day when you used to. I had Resident Evil, but they had cutscenes where real people was in
Hmm.
them.
Yeah.
Shit was boy, you talking about some over the top that
Oh,
acting. But shout out to the day. What's up?
that preacher scene
Yes,
where they were
I was
fighting.
That shit was
man.
funny as hell.
Yeah, it was.
Like, yeah, that's what it's like to fight a crackhead.
You
I'm
know.
He's acrobatic, nigga. Like sit down, man. He's jumping everywhere. Goddamn grass off. But that was another thing I really enjoyed as far as them really showing that whole relationship between John and his car. Because we
Mm-hmm.
had this whole build up with him and Quiet, but she was kind of warned by his ex as far as him and his relationship with his car. Like, nigga, you ain't coming between him and that car. As far as I think her name was Lucille.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
My bad for the disrespect to the car. The car is definitely a character as far as the show go.
Evelyn.
Lucille.
Evelyn,
The
yeah.
Evelyn.
car
Okay,
is
Evelyn. I
Evelyn.
said Lucille. I
Yeah.
don't know where Lucille come from, but yeah,
Lucy,
Evelyn.
Negan.
Lucille come from the Little
You
Richard
right.
story.
Shout out to you right. But yes, man, them showing that whole relationship with that and the fact that he was pretty much ready to sacrifice himself somewhat for that car. But when you
Mm-hmm.
get the backstory, you kind of understand.
You do, but at the end of the day, Quiet looked a lot better than the car did. So you know what I mean? I'd have left with Quiet.
I get it, but he been with that car all these years. That's all
Yeah.
he know. That's it. And
Yeah.
man, for all we know, he done had a couple things going on with that car that they ain't show. He was in
Nah.
well,
news with
well,
some of that. It was. Man, I wouldn't have been surprised either.
hey, let's not because the preacher dude said he was gonna do something with the car.
Yeah, he
Remember,
was
and that's
about
why I
to.
stopped him. He was.
He was on cocaine. That's a whole. I don't know.
He was looking at the gas. Like, that shit would turn him on, bro.
You know.
Oh,
He was like, open that shit up now.
bruh, that's on some My Strange Addiction shit.
Oh
Like
man, you sound
doing with
like eating paper cups and stuff.
no, this dude had a sexual
Real.
relationship with his car on My
Come
Strange Addiction. He would lay
Uh,
under it. He would do stuff with the tailpipe. Whatever.
on.
well, that's what I'm saying. Mackie was like, "Oh no, you are not violating my car like that." You know what I mean? I was like, "Really, bro?"
I feel like that's more because he personified the car as his
Yeah, but
protector. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
Yes.
but yeah,
it's
you
it's
know.
like it's like Will Smith losing the dog on I am
Yeah,
legend. You know.
that's all.
Legend.
See, he been around all these years. He ain't had no relationship with nobody else.
Yeah.
And then he got
This was
MD.
giving me those type of vibes though, like a Will Smith type of character, like goofy, silly,
Oh,
an
I thought you were
adventure
talking about like from I
movie.
Am Legend.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was getting. Those types of vibes from the character John Doe was like somebody that Will Smith would have played back in the day. Cause like think about it, Men in Black,
Nigga, what?
goofy,
If this
silly.
came out in 1995, I mean 1998, yes, this Will Smith.
Yeah,
Goddamn,
that's
Kenny
what's
Mack, this definitely Will Smith or
Mm-hmm.
Marlon. But yeah, nah,
Mm-hmm.
hey, the Wayne brothers was out here back in the day.
I'm
I
about
gotta
to
go
say,
watch Last
what?
Boy Scout.
This would have been way funnier than Marlon.
Nah, it worked with Anthony. It worked with
No,
him.
it works. What I said, like with Marlon, this shit would have been so many improv shit. They would have had to cut, reshoot, just leave it in there.
At that point, y'all need to let Keenan go ahead and direct in.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
Give us a scary movie series, Keenan. I know y'all ain't got the rights. Y'all basically like Ice Cube with the Friday rights right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
outside of that, man, this is a show I definitely enjoy. I'm definitely looking forward to it if they try to do a season 2. Hopefully, we definitely get a season 2 because I want to see them go the
as,
tournament
lo-
route.
as long as they ain't using AI writers to write season 2, because I don't. If they, I swear to God, if they start using the AI writers, everything is really gonna go to shit. It's gonna be stupid. Like
Mm-hmm.
I watch YouTubers use the chat thingy, the AI chat to write scripts for their stuff, and they be like, "This was written by AI, and we gonna do it the way AI told us to do it." And it be stupid, it be boring, it be like, "What the? None of this even makes sense." But that's like you using AI and not editing it.
Shout
But
out
like,
Tubi, man.
bruh,
Go on over there to Tubi, y'all. We got you. Don't worry about this strike. Go to Tubi. I don't know if you,
shit,
man.
don't worry about this strike. Build your own damn production companies and shit.
Yeah.
Cause
Like,
this y'all was just talking about ownership. So if we owned our shit, why would we be striking? Because we would be paying people enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta own shit. You saw what
uh,
happened to Nick Cannon when they
let me
snatched
see.
his show from him. Cause you don't own shit.
Wilding
Shout out
out,
to him.
right? Yeah.
hmm
And he got that back, but he had to fall back
He,
for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
he had to go on that tour of I'm sorry, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
mean this, I'm not anti-Semitic, blah blah blah. He had to go on that apology tour before he got his show back. Versus if he would have owned it, he could have. I'm not saying that he should have stood on it, but I'm just saying you can. When you own shit, you can say what you want,
Facts.
and you don't care if people leave or stay. But you know,
Let me see. Is anything else on the air? Well, I'm hoping we bring back my '90s vibes. I like the music they definitely was
bruh,
playing. Shout out to
that
Jaquan,
CD
Still
case,
Tips.
that CD case, bruh.
I need that
I
case, bro.
like.
I would have. Hey,
First of all,
he
trying
got.
to drive and change out the
Mm-hmm.
CD. If you didn't have a disc changer, like the 5 disc changer, and you had to change out the CD, you flipping
Man,
through the
nobody had no
book,
disc
trying to
changer.
trying to flip through your book and get out
And
the
you trying to
right
find that right
CD.
one? Yes. You gonna have to go ahead and
That's
stop.
why I
I'm
was
going by a
so.
gas station.
That's
You
why I was
know?
so happy when they started making a data disc and you can do the MP3, so you can have like
I ain't even do
hundreds
that.
of songs. I
Yep.
did, bruh. I used to have hundreds of songs. People be in my car like, "Damn, what number are we on? We passed 25." I'm like, "Yeah, this is a data disc. This is an MP3 disc. I'm listening like I'm not listening to just 25 songs."
Once again, I'm not familiar with all the characters, but it's gonna be interesting to see the characters we get to in season 2. I did see one character that I think he's going to introduce, and I remember that character, and it's a character that pretty much uses his arms to drive the 2 wheels on the side of
Oh
two big
God.
ass monster truck wheels, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, I don't know how they're gonna implicate that, but that's gonna be crazy if they're able to pull that off.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Uh,
interesting.
let me see. Hopefully, we get the monster truck. I know we didn't get that yet. I know we got some implications or some teasers of the truck, which I think that's Calypso, ain't it? Who drive the truck? I don't
I
forgot.
don't remember. Yeah, me too. It's been so long.
We might get the 6'4". I remember that. That was one of my favorite cars I used to use in the first game. I forgot the driver, but he drove a 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Let me see. That's pretty much it right now. Like I said, that's one thing that I forgot about as far as some of the characters and the drivers of the game. I remember
So
some of them.
his sister name is Dollface.
She definitely
Who's
one of these
sister?
characters.
Uh,
John's Anthony
John
Mackie's
Doe.
character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the characters right now. You got John Doe, Sweet Tooth, Dollface, Preacher, Agent Stone.
And I'm only looking at the characters from the first two games. I'm pretty sure because once again, I think they took a lot outside of what they did with the first two games. I think they went to
Mm-hmm.
the remake, so I'm pretty sure it's a lot of different
Yeah,
characters on the
I,
remake
Yeah.
too.
I'm looking at these, and it's a lot of different characters. Yeah, like Bloody Mary was the girl at the was his ex girlfriend.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, they got a lot of they went through a good amount of people on here because I see Granny Dread, uh, Christy Sparks, Mike and Stu. I didn't. So they didn't.
But outside of the show being very silly and very gory and the dark humor and even some of the backstories, I feel like it had definitely a lot of heart. This show had a lot of heart.
I agree.
Yes. Oh, you
The
talking about the
relationship.
dude? Go
Oh
ahead.
no, go no. I was just gonna say the relationship between John Doe and Quiet started to grow on me. You know, I liked
Yes,
it. I
yes.
thought it was done well.
Especially when she started talking.
Yeah,
And after they had a little moment in the ball pit, definitely after that.
yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
The dude you talking about with the wheels on his arms is Axel.
Okay, yep. That's
Axel,
one.
yeah.
That
Oh
shit
yeah,
look
he right up
crazy.
here in the corner.
Yeah, that shit look crazy. That look like torture.
He was
Like how?
definitely implied on the tournament list. I seen him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was
I
trying to
seen it.
read
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I seen his name.
Crazy Eight, Dark Side, Hammerhead,
Mm-hmm.
Junkyard Dog, Ken Masters.
It's definitely gonna be interesting to see what they try to do with this. And even with the budget they had, they was able to pull this off. All the action scenes look good. And when Twister come on there, old girl with the race car, that scene where she had the she pretty much had the rocket follow her instead of going after John now.
Yeah, that
That
was
was a good
Oh
fire.
shot.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
was a good shot.
I
What the
agree.
fuck was they using to make themselves go faster?
Hey, shout out Tony. She told me,
She-
move it over a little bit. Move it right here. Okay, yeah, this is right there. Yeah, man. Hey, would have had to work with it. We in a ball pit in the position you was in. Like, how am I supposed to? But yeah,
No, you better get comfortable.
what you said, we got to stay underneath because I don't know what's going on.
I'm pretty
Hey,
sure it was a sink in there. You better go take a whole bath in the sink. Go wash your nuts.
and they had the thing where they was able to cook food, so they could boil some water. So yeah,
Yeah.
you right. Yeah, they had
Well,
something.
no, they
So,
was out of gas. I mean, you better take a cold
oh
whole
well,
bath in the sink.
one way or another, so we'll work.
Something.
Oh,
What's up?
the scene where Quiet knocks out John Doe, and then she goes, and then that little white man will
The
come.
dude, yes. Oh my god, what was
We
he
was about,
doing?
you know what he was. This was about to be damn
No,
Pulp Fiction up in this shit. he was
Oh,
like,
the way he did the no, like no. Hey, at that moment, I'm immediately waking up. He waited too long for me.
yeah,
He
for
waited
real.
way too
For real.
like hold the fuck up.
maybe
No,
he
no,
thought
no,
it was
no.
quiet. Maybe he thought it was because I
He
mean
already
they
had looked up first and seen him. He had played
oh
dead. No, he had
oh
already
yeah he
seen him.
did.
Hell no.
For
He
real.
got way too close after that. That was it.
I mean the stuff was wearing off. Maybe the only thing he could do was move his eyes.
Man had a gas mask on his like no,
On
no, you got to go. I'm helping
Yeah,
both of us. I'm saving you and me. You don't need to be here. Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, outside of that, anything else y'all wanted to add before we get out of here?
No, I think that's all. I'm excited for season 2. I hope we get some really good stuff because the tournaments are what make the game, right? So
Yes.
if they do some references to the game in that tournament, it's gonna be fire. Because even last fight scene, I believe that was a stage in one of the games.
I think you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
I think you're right because I think they might have threw 2 stages in there because they threw them on the racetrack too.
Yeah, and I think the mall was a stage too. I'd have to go back
Yep.
and remember, but I think the mall was a stage too.
I'm glad you run that up. That's true. Man, Tony, I'm trying to tell you, bro, he would have been out of here, man. Ain't no way. As soon as I even felt like it was something going that way, no.
Facts.
Wait, ain't no zipper coming that way, man.
No,
Uh,
facts.
yeah, but that's true, Enzo. I'm definitely can't wait till they try to do that. It just depends on what the way they're gonna try to pull it off, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way, when we once they go that route, if they go the tournament route, that's kind of where we get into some suicide squad type shit. People just get
Yeah.
knocked off, dying,
Yeah.
left
Yeah.
and right.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll probably build up to it and have it maybe in the last couple of episodes, right? Because they can't. I don't think they could do. Well, maybe they could for 8 episodes do like a tournament or something. Yeah, I probably could.
They
It'll be
definitely
interesting to
use
see how they go to
the budget in the right places as far as you doing the car shots and car action scenes.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's why I didn't mind them not having because they didn't have too many car action scenes, but once they did it, you understood in the build up. Because that last one, like I said, that lasted for a good minute.
Yeah. Yeah, that last one was really good.
All right, man. That's pretty much all we have for y'all tonight. Tomorrow I'll be back in here. I got top 10 opening scenes in movies. If y'all more than welcome to come through, y'all want to join me? We're gonna be talking about 10 movies that had the best opening scenes that gave you an indication of what type of movie you was gonna be dealing with.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. You more than welcome to come through, bro, if you got the time, because I know it's Friday. Hey, shout out to Enzo too, going to check out my boy 50 Final Lap Tour.
Oh yeah, that was
Um,
fire.
Hopefully, I might be able to do something, man. I got 1 week left. I got time soon still. He's supposed to be down here in Charlotte. I'm trying to get this done, hopefully. That'll be the one, bro. That'll be the one.
Oh, he didn't come to your town yet?
Nah, he coming down here
No.
this month. He gonna be down here
Okay.
this month.
Okay. Yeah. I'd advise you if you can go because it was really good. Like
I already know.
Buster Rhymes
G-Unit, man.
killed it, man. I didn't even, to be honest with you, I wasn't going to see 50. I wanted to see Buster. That's who I really wanted to see. But 50 did good.
You start fucking up.
Nah, I'm good with Buster, but you know you was going to see the unit. Shout out to Yo. I know you was going to hear Yo spit some verses. But yeah, get out there. Don't be let man. I told y'all got to go back and listen to the mixtapes with Yo, man. Go listen to the Thoughts of a Predicate Feeling. Hey,
I'll go back and listen to
I bet you it's better than a lot of this new music y'all listening to. I'm trying
I
to tell
always
you.
like-
I'll go back and listen to Young Buck.
I always liked Lloyd Banks better.
Go ahead.
Facts.
Go watch some of them videos too and see how he was looking at 50. Never mind. But shout out to Young Buck because he came through. Man. He had some good music. He ain't loyal, but he has good music.
Yeah.
But G Unit. That's pretty much all we have for y'all tonight. Beats and Mike Saturday. We're gonna try to do that for y'all too. Got Nostradamus review. We're gonna try to pull off because we had a couple people coming in the comments letting us know this is actually a good album. You might need to go re-listen to it. I have re-listened to it, and I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel about it. Sunday I'm gonna try to do Talk to Me for y'all if I don't pre-record it first. Enzo, what's going on, Bigger Four? Let me know what you got coming up.
Not much, man. Just the chaos stuff. It'll be Danny's show on Monday. Wednesday will be the OOC, and other than that, just chilling. Thanks for having me. That was fun.
Oh yeah, and make sure y'all go check out Bigger Ford's channel. Got a lot of good content over there. I know he was over there losing in Street Fighters. Now I'm just playing.
Easy.
But yeah, go check him out. And like I said, tomorrow y'all more than welcome to come check us out. And Enzo, Bigger Ford, if you ain't doing nothing, you more than welcome to join us.
Sure.
Don't be coming in here hating. I know it's got certain movies I might not put on here as far as opening scenes. But hey,
if I come,
me...
I'll have my own list. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. That's good. You might put me on or something. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell. Let you know when I upload new videos. Shout out to my co-hosts for coming through, joining me. Shout out to Bigger Ford. Other than that, we out.
Peace.
Mm.